How's it going? Time for a bit of a walk around the garden. Thought we would start out the front here. So I've increased the bale garden just slightly. We have a little long bed here. It's got a couple of poles on either end. That serves two purposes. Hopefully it'll stop the bales splitting out, and also for a trellis for these little honeypod peas. These are some of Bianca's favourites, and unfortunately, because we have nematodes in the gardens down the back, I don't think we're going to get a terrific crop. So I thought I'll throw some into a bale bed and we'll see how it goes. This one was made the same way as the others. Some fertiliser down there, then some horse manure, mulch on top, give it a really good water, and just let it cook down for a little while. So it's done really well. The potato bed, I may have mentioned that before, it's got some weed mat underneath and it didn't do the job. The onion weed is coming up through the weed mat, so that's a bit of a bummer. Haven't seen any of the potatoes pop through yet, but yeah, we'll just see. Maybe it might be a little bit too wet, a little bit too cold for them to come through. This bed here is now our brassica bed. As you can see, it's got a bit of a makeshift cover on it. I've got a couple more of these frames hopefully coming. My dad's got a few laying around. In here we had a massive problem with eggs, white cabbage butterfly eggs on the plants. Some of these plants were absolutely peppered with the little eggs, so I think this is probably the best way to keep these guys out. The broccoli down this end is doing fairly well, pretty happy with that. And also the kohlrabi in the middle, and up the other end there I've got some cauliflowers. Down here we have our hopefully tigerella tomatoes. I think they are. They've got a bit of the purple on their leaves, as it was described to me that they should do. And we have a couple of flowers coming on there, so I'm going to put a bit of a stake and a bit of a twine frame up here, just so we can weave them through to keep the tomatoes upright. I planted out a couple of sorrel. They're just the red sorrel, and we've had a couple of casualties in the garlic end down here. We have one here that's not looking too happy. One didn't quite make it over there, and this one here looks like he's struggling a bit, so not too sure what's going to go on with those guys. But the Peter peppers look alright, they're going on alright. The asparagus down here, we're starting to get a few more spears come up. It's the wrong time of year, but it doesn't know that. But these pots are going to be cleaned out, and these asparagus will be going in an IBC. We've got a late pumpkin on this little Kent vine. Very happy with that. Not too bad for a volunteer. Still haven't moved out this Bishop Crown or Bell chili. It's still here. I was planning on putting the red pawpaw here, but haven't got to it yet. Garlic's going okay. We've got a surprise shoot. One of the non-chilled bulbs has finally decided to push through, so be interesting to see how he goes versus the other ones. The loofah here is dying back. I think it's because of the cooler weather. Some of them are drying off already. Another couple over here. Oh, look at that. He's tempting fate, isn't he? Big locust. The cucumbers pretty much all finished up. I picked the last remaining cucumber from this guy to save the seeds. That's a Gympie Gold. The chili's doing alright. The marigolds, I've been harvesting loads of seed pods from these guys, and we've been getting some volunteer dill and the obligatory gooseberries, and also some Thai basil by the look of it, so that's very good. Over here I pulled these okra out. I noticed on one of them there was, I might have thrown the root ball, it had a bit of nematode infection, so what I'm going to do is move this bed from there over to here. Don't worry about these straw bales, and I'm going to plant the asparagus in it. This bed here will be moved as well. I'm not too sure whether it'll stay out the back here or go out the front. We'll just see what happens. What we have here are some Warragal green seeds. These two square little pots, they're from our own saved seeds. So I planted 2 from our saved seeds and 2 from purchase seeds. Warragal greens are actually native to South America, some parts of the Pacific and Asia, and New Zealand. So they're a very good all year round spinach for us here in the subtropics. I'm pretty happy with that. Doing really well. We're going to have some. Woohoo! A little bit excited. It's hard to get these guys to grow, so you get a very poor germination rate. They always give you double the seeds when you buy it, so I'm very chuffed with these guys. They'll be going out very soon into the patch. This is a Wapsipinnican peach tomato, I think. This is from Paul and Christy. Thank you very much, guys. These are just some KY1 tomatoes I was doing a germination test on, so very happy with these guys. Hopefully a few of these will go out, and I might try and gift a few of them away. These strawberries down here are fruiting, even though they're in only little 4-inch or 10 centimetre pots. I think that's because they get a lot of the wastewater from the aquaponics goes in there, so they're getting a good dose of nutrients. Here's my nematode experiment barrel. So what I've got in here is some mustard greens and also some marigolds, and I have a couple of guinea pig tomatoes here. So I'm just letting those tomatoes grow, and I'm going to see what happens with the nematodes. The nematodes should love these guys. They should hook onto the roots straight away. The idea is to dig these guys through and it gasses out the nematode, so you might see that in a future clip. Daikon radish is doing really well, very happy with that. Starting to get some nice little tubers growing down the bottom there, roots. Some eggplants we're saving seeds from. These are the other honeypod peas. I'm not sort of holding out much hope for these guys. Snake beans in here were fully infested with nematodes, so I've planted out a row of the mustard along the front to dig through, and a whole heap of marigold seedlings along the back to dig through when they get a bit bigger as well. Some eggplants we're going to be saving seeds from. Our other eggplant seeds are 2 years old now, so I thought I'd revitalise. Here's our Roy de Caboy snow peas, and it is loaded. So we've got a whole heap of snow peas to pick tonight for a nice salad. They've got a very beautiful flower too, a nice pink reddish one. So very pretty, one of my favourite plants to grow. Yacon needs to be harvested. I'm going to tackle him in about a week or so. Door to the insect proof house, not much movement on that unfortunately yet. The chuggies are going well. They're liking their green feeder at the moment. I might actually open that up so they can get at it. Some of the leaves are starting to fall down, so comfrey. Oh, the brassicas. Look at this kohlrabi. So huge it's starting to split. Yeah, I was trying to save this one for seed, but he's just splitting, so we'll see how we go, see if we'll get any seed from him. Not holding my breath. Planted out some more cauliflower down here the other day, and this is the cauliflower as it stands today. We've harvested quite a few. I think we've harvested 4 or 5, oh 5 or 6 actually, cauliflowers. That's a nice decent head on it. Starting to split a bit, which means he's overdue, needs to be picked. Another nice one there. Another beautiful one there, and there's gaps in between where I've harvested them. And I've planted them out with some kohlrabi. Actually got some people coming over today, so 2 of these will be going off to new homes tonight, and this one here will be harvested, so some sunlight will get down to this kohlrabi. There's one of those evil butterflies. It's not really that evil, it can't help it. Anyway, some more cauliflower there to replace it. I revitalised the soil and gave it a good feed. Also 2 over the back here, this is our ginger. This is our just random feral ginger that always comes up in here. I think I'm going to get a decent harvest out of that. I've watched Muggsy Jeff's clip today. Very impressed with the harvest he had, so yeah, we'll see how we go. Some red sorrel, I planted 3 down in here. Over here, this okra, I'm actually going to pull this okra, I think. I'm going to wait for the seed pod on that one to develop. I'm finding later in the season, the little pods are becoming very fibrous and very tough to eat, so I will pull these plants, and in their place I'll plant some brassicas out here. I just want to show you this bed here with the trellis. It actually had the timber. It's a very spongy, rotten timber from a mango that's rotting in the ground next door, and it was covered with a good 4 inches, 10 centimetres of just the mulched up timber. Very spongy, about 18 months ago I think now. That was on here very thick. I topped it up a few times and then I sort of ran out of it, and I thought the best thing to do was cover it with some horse manure, worm castings, and some mulch, sugarcane mulch. So I covered that up, and what it's done is it has turned the timber mulch underneath it to nothing. It has made the soil so nice, so friable. It's absolutely delightful soil. It is that loose. So I just thought I'd put this in there for helioforge. I mean, I can dig right down there and it is just so beautiful. I think that timber mulch has made all the difference. So there you go, helioforge. I'm very impressed with the timber mulch. Just to show you a few other things. A couple of collies in here, a couple of garlic coming on strong. Just quickly in the insect house, the Brussels sprouts is doing alright. Broccoli over here is thriving. A random dill that's popped up, or carrot maybe. And the broccoli in here, we've just been harvesting so many heads. It's been awesome. We have one here that's just starting to go to flower. He'll come off tonight and we'll eat him. You can still eat them as they go to flower. Another gorgeous head of cauliflower there. And we have the water chestnuts. They need to be harvested as well. So there you go, there's a bit of a roundup in the patch. We've been harvesting loads of the brassicas, the broccoli, the collies, the kohlrabi. Most impressed with what's going on there. We've also been continuing with the market chilies up the end there. Loads of leafy greens, the kales. Very impressed with the harvest we've been getting. So Bianca's on holidays in a little while, so hopefully I'll get to spend some more time in the patch and with Bianca, and we'll do a few more jobbies and hopefully the hoop house will be done. Fingers crossed. So I'll pretty much will leave it there. I've got to edit this down from 20 plus minutes, so hope you all have a great one and take it easy. Catch ya!